Going to be seen all over Chicago and worldwide. So can you introduce yourself and tell people something about yourself, please?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
First, I would like to say, in the name of Allah, who appeared in the person of Master R.Muhammad, whom all holy praise is due, and in the name of his messenger, the Honorable R.Muhammad, I greet you and your listening audience in their names and say Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, ma'am.
I want to give praise and thanks to Master R.Muhammad for this day, for I realize that without his permission, nothing can be done, and I thank Allah for blessing me to be on this day as today, to speak to his people, praying that something that we say might touch and be a light to our people that are striving and seeking the truth and the way out.
Yes, ma'am.
Sister
Yes, go ahead.
I was born and raised in the nation in Temple Number 5, Cincinnati, Ohio. My father was Brother Captain 3A. Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
And my Madia was First Officer.
Yes,
and all these years that I have been in, born and raised in the nation, I came through the most pinnacle times of the nation when the nation was at its apex.
Yes.
And I was there to see it being completely destroyed by the messenger's son, Wallace D. Muhammad.
Yes, ma'am.
I lived through the dark periods when most of us did not know where to go or what to do. I became an activist. I've dealt with all type of other communities and schools of knowledge. However, I remain true to the teachings of Master Muhammad and his messenger, always trying to spread the truth wherever I might go.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, in the late 70s, on the request of Minister Farrakhan,
yes,
Temple Number 5 at the time was still striving. Brother Harold X was the minister. He is a distant cousin of mine.
Yes.
We all came together, meeting in each other's houses, listening to old tapes of the messenger.
Yes.
And because we were being blessed so well, eventually Farrakhan made a move and came and talked with us and asked us to join him around I think this was around 1980.
Yes, ma'am.
So we got involved with Farrakhan at his request.
Yes.
And we participated in the first Savior's Day in 1981.
Yes,
and, we went as far, most of us went as far with him as we could go until we began to see that he truly was deviating from the messenger's teaching.
Yes, ma'am.
As much as we loved him, we had to depart from him.
Yes,
and we loved him because of what we knew of him when he was with the messenger, when the messenger was alive, and it was like, you don't want to believe what you're hearing, what you're seeing, but only a fool would deny what they are hearing and seeing, and they know it is not correlating with what they know, and so you come to a point where you just had to let go.
Yes.
And then after that, most of us thought that perhaps there would be some recompense and he would turn back, but it wasn't to be. And so today, most of us are not affiliated with Minister Farrakhan and his Nation of Islam, and it has to be called his Nation of Islam because he is no longer teaching our father's teaching.
Yes,
so therefore, as a follower of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, I can no longer affiliate myself with him.
Yes, ma'am. Now, I would like to go back to the beginning, okay, because we're going to do 2 half-an-hour shows. Who was the Honorable Elijah? Wait, first of all, who was Master Farad Muhammad that came from the East to give a message to this magnificent man, Honorable Elijah Muhammad? Who was he?
Yes, sir. Master Farad Muhammad was a Eastern god. That's how I would have to say it. He was an Eastern god in as much as, if you know any of the real theology before the history of man started being recorded, our people 20, 30, 40 years ago, even 50 years ago, were always the renowned people of the planet, always the gods and goddesses. We were just not ordinary people. And so therefore, as one of the gods of the God's family, he was designed
Yes.
in the fashion that he was shaped
Yes,
to
ma'am.
come to America to find his people. And I don't mean his people in as much as, you know, your mother, your father,
Yes.
but his people as far as us being brothers and sisters, being a part of the black nation
Yes.
of the human family. And when he came to America, he found us over here in a bad condition.
Yes, ma'am.
And as God, being a good man, with love in his heart for his brethren, he sought to seek and find one
Yes.
that he can instill his mind in, his body in, his will in, his power in, to teach us. And that's when he met with Elijah Poole,
Yes, ma'am.
a.k.a. the messenger of Allah, the
Yes.
Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Yes, ma'am.
And it was from that point that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad began to do his mission to tell the black man and woman in the hills of North America
okay.
who we are and what we should know and what we should be doing. But Master Muhammad was a holy man.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
holy in the point that I'm saying, if you look up the word holy, it means to be pure,
Yes.
you know, uncomplicated, undiluted. He was a man with a purpose. He was a man that understood what being a man was, and he lived morally and decency. And decently, excuse me.
Yes.
I am a little bit nervous.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Yes, sir. But you know, he was one of our brethren. He was our family.
Yes, ma'am.
And like I said, he was designed by his family, his tribe,
Yes.
to look and be just the way he was, so that he could come through customs and come and find us and start teaching us who we were,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
that we should come up out of the muck and mire of the United States of America's condition that they had allowed us to be in and kept us in
Yes.
for over 400 years.
Yes, ma'am. Excuse me. Is it that the Honorable Elijah Master Farad Muhammad saw in the Honorable Elijah Muhammad that shine above other men to let him know that, you know, what you saying here, he would be the messenger, you know, according, you know, to the nation of Islam. What I'm going to say to the world, because like I said, I'm Orthodox, but I'm not here for that. But I'm saying, what light did he see in Honorable Elijah Muhammad to let him know that he would be the messenger?